Hey friends, happy Thursday. I hope you are doing wonderful. When you hop on, say hello. If you're new, welcome. I'm Rex and this is Match Made in Heaven. We are going to create an adorable Easter bunny pillowcase. So hop on, say hello if you're new. I would like to introduce you to our community. And let me find our friends. Y'all, I am so hungry. I am tired. But we are here and we are thankful. And I'm so excited to be with my friends. There we are. All right. Don't mind the hair or anything else. I am extremely dirty. So we're going to get our life in order. Anyways, we're going to be creating with our club for February. So we do have, Chocator has a monthly club. It is a monthly subscription. You get it in the mail every single month. Okay, on the 5th it bills. It is $21.99, $22.23. Let me go check. It changed. But if you are a Perks member, you get a 30% off discount. And if you're a designer, you get a 40%. Well, it'll be $17. So it's really up to you. Comment info if you want more information on that. But these are reusable silkscreen transfers, so you can use them pretty much until, I don't know. I've never stopped. Well, I did throw one of my transfers away. I've used it over 30 times. And it was one of the really big ones, so that was difficult to really clean out. But other than that, y'all, these things, you can use them over and over and over and over again. So let's get started. Okay. This is what your club is going to be getting. You get a transfer with a pattern. We love pattern because you can use it all year round. We're going to cut it. It has some polka dots and then it has a plaid on it. You get 2 inks. Ink is permanent, so it will be for you to keep in your stash, for you to create this. If you're going to wash them, I'm going to save them because I don't plan on washing any of this. And you get already cut out bunnies. So you get 2, because what you're going to do is you're going to stuff them, okay? So you want to ink them. We're going to heat set them. Then you're going to stuff them, and they make the most adorable bunnies. Well, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to put that aside. We are going to use this, but I want to use that for our pillow, okay? So this is what I'm going to do. I am going to pull out my pillow. I went through my stuff and I didn't find my pillowcase. So we're going to create a pillowcase first, okay? I just found a cute green polka dot piece of fabric that I had left over, okay? So I am going to make a pillow out of this. We are going to glue it for now, just so we can get this party started, and then I will sew it or whatever later if I need to. If not, it's just for decorations, okay? And it's easier for you to do it like, say, we're gonna kind of stuff it, but I think I'm just going to do it like this. This is supposed to be a 6x18. Oh man, this fell. All right, so I think this is good. I'm gonna cut off the excess and then I'm gonna glue my, what's behind me? Oh, my bunny. Oh my goodness, guys. All right, so I'm gonna cut down here to give me enough fabric. If you know how to sew, I'm so proud of you and I love y'all for that. I don't have a sewing machine. I mean, I do have a sewing machine. I just don't use it. I just glue all my fabric, okay? Hey, Ms. Maud, how are you? I hope you're having a wonderful Thursday. It's been a really long Thursday for me. There we go. And then I'm going to glue it. And let's do it backwards, and then I'm gonna do it backwards, and I'm gonna hope that it is going to stay. Okay. I have something stuck in here. Oh, here. Oh no, I have a piece of glue on it already. Probably from another project. Anyways, friends, I'm just trying to make a quick pillow. Maybe it's not quick. Maybe it is. I don't know. We're going to see how this works. I'm just gluing, okay? Miss Chris, I sent it. I will send it again. Send me a message to verify your email, because I did send it. And I think I sent you a message on Messenger as well. So I want to make sure that I have the right info for you. I don't know. Did you get my message on Messenger? All right, friends. Here we go. So last night, y'all, my kids have had the worst luck with cars. Bless them. Last night, one of my sons, he was changing his spark plugs in his car, which I'm very proud of that. At least they try to do things on their own. I think we're going to go a little bit farther. And, bless his heart. Oh, I think I went a little bit backwards. He took off the battery, as he should. And I'll tell you another story of my other child who didn't take the battery off when working in his car. But anyways, he took his battery out and he ran to the store to buy something that he was missing because he was going to change his spark plugs. Hey, bud. Yeah. And there it goes. He comes back, and it's a BMW, and their battery is in the trunk. So he had undone the battery, and I guess the trunk closed and locked. And y'all know all these new cars, they're all electronic. Well, he couldn't get in his car. Nothing worked. We tried everything. And that car, apparently, whenever it was, of course, it wasn't told to him, but they had replaced the trunk part of his car, and it didn't have a key thing. The little button didn't work, and we could not get in his car at all. Y'all, the more I push this is like my glue is not sticking. So bless him. Yes, let me see anything to check the order. Chris, I'll go check. We gotta get in this car. We tried everything that I can possibly Google. We tried it. Nothing worked. Nothing. We called the BMW specialist, like 2 different ones, and they were just like, "There's nothing we can do. It's gonna be really difficult." I'm like, "Aren't y'all a specialist?" So I said, "Well, we're gonna have to drill a hole. Like, we're gonna have to cut a hole." Y'all, what the heck, man? The more I push, apparently I didn't do such a good job. Anyways, let me start again. Let me start again with my pillow. Yeah, that did not work. Let's try this again. Let's try it again. There we go. Let's start there. I'm just gonna glue this bad boy, and then we're gonna get to the good stuff. We're gonna get to the pretty stuff later. In the meantime, we're just gonna glue it like this for now. So nothing worked. So I ended up calling. If y'all know my family dilemma, I ended up calling my it's not a dilemma. I ended up calling my mom's husband. He's a sweet man. He's not my dad. My mom had been a widow for over 30-something years, and then she got married like a couple of years ago. So I ended up calling him because he's a welder. And I said, "Can you like drill me a hole?" I didn't want to mess up the trunk. So I said, "Can you like drill me a hole in the back of the seats. Let me see if I could take the seats off. I couldn't take the seat off. So I'm like, can you just drill me a hole in the back? So we can at least see if I can, you know how the trunk has an emergency? Hey, Miss Michelle. This trunk did not. The little button didn't work. We drilled a small hole to see if we can like at least fit something to pop the emergency. It does not have an emergency. I'm like, everything that could go wrong went wrong. So it doesn't have nothing. So I called my mom's husband, and he came, and he's like, well, if I weld it, you're going to have to replace the whole seating area, because then sparks are going to burn this hole into their back, right? I'm like, well, I don't want that to happen. That poor boy's barely making ends meet. I don't need him to be paying all this extra. So I said, well, just cut it with the regular saw. So we cut a hole. I managed to undo his little, where your hand goes, and the bottom seat to it. And he made a wide enough. I tried to fit, y'all. I was like this close. My shoulder was not going through. I'm like, yeah, I need to lose some pounds. I'm not that little. We tried putting Olivia in, and Olivia was like panicking. She's like, no, I don't know what I'm doing. Bless her. Can't get mad at her. So luckily, my son is really petite. He is really petite. And by the way, if y'all just jumping on, we're making a pillow. He, after probably about, like I would say a good 30-40 minute struggle, was able to finally, like, he was just like, I just needed enough for it to get a little bit, and I was just pressing and pressing the front side of the button. Finally, we were able to open it, y'all. I'm like, this is ridiculous. It's just crazy. Like, everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. So, thankfully, we were able to fix that. All right, guys. That's our pillow here. And now I'm just going to cut this right now. I'm going to sew it later. But we're going to get to our projects. It's taking forever. So, yeah. We have been dealing with that. He had been dealing with it a lot longer than me. But, you know, Mama Bear had to jump on. Like, all right, what can I do to fix this? I don't know if any of y'all are like that. Like, all right, what? Maybe I missed something. But he was able to fix it. Thank God. Uh-oh. There we go. And I'm just going to glue this. Everything I do here, guys, is glue. I glue everything because I don't know how to sew. So, that was our whole morning. The whole morning. And till like, seriously, like 1 o'clock. And Thursdays, I go help a friend who works for a lady who sadly has been placed in an assisted living facility. So we've been trying to take care of her estate and price her items so we can have an estate sale. So I've been doing that for a couple of weeks now. I'm like, I am so sorry I'm late. It's just been a long day. And I did not finish any of the things or accomplish any of the things that I wanted to accomplish for Thursday. So I said, and I'm hungry. I'm like, let me hop on. Let's do a quick live. Let's play with these little bunnies. Uh-oh. Because they're adorable. Crafting cheers me up. Even if I'm hungry. The kids have been home all day, bless them. So they've been a little bored too. Oh, and the good thing is that we found a pet mobile that come to your house, and they, you know, like just groom your dogs and do all kinds of fun things to them. So my Max and my Lexi, I have 2 German Shepherds, and they got a fun little spa today, and they look so cute. They came out with their little Valentine bandana. They look adorable. Just adorable. So, anyways, guys, this is my pillow. It doesn't look too shabby. Not bad. It looks a little, y'all. Don't be looking too hard. We'll be all right. So, yeah, they had fun this morning. And they looked really cute. And they smell real nice now. All right, friends. That's what we have right now. Goodbye. Just kidding. All right. I'm going to grab our little bunnies. And because we already have polka dots on here, I'm going to go ahead and use... no, not that one, because we already have polka dots. We can use this one, okay? Your packet will come, it's a full project, okay? Every month you get a full project, at least for one project, at least. But y'all, we're going to do so many different things with it, okay? Hey, Miss Lou and Miss Stephanie and Miss Dolly, y'all. And Miss Tina, Miss Lisa, how's everybody? Okay. I'm going to put these down. I'm going to do 3, and we're going to have 1 left over. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to get my adhesive mat, because it's easier for them to stay put while we chalk on them. 1 moment, please. Let me find one. There we go. Okay, we're going to put this one on here. It's easier to chalk on them if you have something sticky on them so they don't move since they're so tiny. There we go. And we're just going to... Should we do them all the same color? Should we do 2 and 1? What do you think? Hey, Miss Susan, how are you, sweet lady? So it's been quite the adventure. I'm tired. And I go to work tomorrow. So we go to the, I call it the work because we volunteer to do 2 days out of our month at the antique shop. And it's actually one of my favorite things to do because I get to interact with adults because I stay home all day. All right, so we're gonna grab this. You do not need to fuzz when you're using fabric because you kind of want it to stay there. You want it to stay there. All right, we can do, I'm thinking to do, let me put this over here because we're gonna need it. With green, we can do purple. We can try the lilac from the new launch or berry. This thing comes with berry and contour teal, which is really nice. We can use these 2. No, that's a little bit too bland. We need something to pop. All right, well, let's get, oh, that's ink. Never mind. Or we can go really soft with grayish. I think we're going to go ahead and go with Tropic is too bright. We can totally go with, this is like in y'all's way. Why don't y'all say anything, friends? Let's go with Couture Coral or Taffy. I like Taffy. I like Taffy. Let's try Taffy. See how that goes. Let's do all 3 of them with Taffy. All day with my mom, so it was a good day. Awesome. Yay. Mixing. Absolutely. And I am so glad you are here. Out of all the things that you could be doing, I appreciate it and I am thankful that you choose me to watch while you relax. So thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. I'm over here trying not to be wasteful and I'm just making a big old mess. There we go. I'm just going to kind of put it in there. All right. So this is Taffy, and it looks like Taffy, y'all. It really does. Okay. And I'm going to go around here. And we're going to try to move a little quickly. That way our chalk doesn't dry on our transfer, since we're just going to move it from bunny to bunny. Okay. So there's 1. so stinking cute. Let's go to 2. He's kind of up already. One moment, please. Oh, goodness. Stay put, please. And here we go. We're going to put this down. Make sure it's nice and flat. And then we're going to grab that. Rotate it. All right, friends. So yeah, I look a little crazy. I've been outside all day. Thankfully, it wasn't like excruciating hot. It really wasn't. So I'm not like sweaty, but I am hot and tired and dirty. I'm gonna go handle that when we're done here. All right. They are so cute. And then we're gonna move it. Hey, Miss Marilyn. With you, I need to send you a message. I want to make sure you're still active. Because yours should be good. You should be getting it if you are still getting your monthly stuff. And then we're gonna move it over. I'm gonna move this guy out of the way without it touching anything else. All right, friends. And then we're gonna do this one. If you move fast enough, you can totally use the same transfer over and over and over without cleaning. Or if you're using the same color. If you're going to change colors, you're going to have to clean it in between each one. Okay? And there we go. Perfect. All right, so let's move that over there so I can finish cleaning this. Or so I can clean this. I'm going to throw some water in there. Where did I leave my... Oh, there they go. Let me get my napkins. I usually wipe it down before I do it with the board eraser because it gets really dirty. And then we're going to wipe this down. Miss Bertha, how are you? Yay! Indeed. Hopefully y'all are having a wonderful Thursday. Board eraser are magic. I don't know how they work. They have no chemicals, but they work amazing. Do both sides. If you don't like the staining on your transfers, I recommend you clean them as soon as you're done. It makes your life easier to clean them. And they don't stain, which is great. On the back. There we go. I'm just going to dry them on both sides. And then I'm going to put it back on the backer sheet. And you're done. There we go. All right. Put that there. Let's dry these. You still snuffy? 365 days, ma'am. I mean, I've been working outside, and I don't have no excuse. I sniffle and do everything all. I have no excuse. But when it's really dusty, it gets worse. So I've been working outside, and then the garage is always dirty. I mean, it's a garage. It's dusty in here. So, yeah. I really think that maybe I should. I used to take allergy pills because some days it gets really bad. I don't know if y'all have allergies, but I really feel like maybe a shot would be better, would work better for me. But do y'all go to the doctor often? I don't. Unless I'm really broken. Like my arm that I had to go to the chiropractor. So yeah, anyways. I actually did my 12 sessions with the chiropractor this week, and I was thinking about, you know, continuing it. Y'all, my arm still hurts. Nothing. Y'all remember seeing me in December. I was like completely broken. My fingers were hurting. My arm was really, really in pain. So I've really, really progressed through this whole thing, and it really has helped me. But maybe it's me and I want a quick fix, but I don't feel like it's quick enough. So I'm going to try something else starting Friday, next Friday, and I really hope that it works. I heard good things about it. And my friend Miss Martha, my Pilates instructor, recommended me. She said it works great. So I'm really hoping it does. I know, me either, but I'm just stubborn. I really am. I know a lot of y'all are. We are just stubborn. All right, here we go, guys. We're going to grab our pillow again. Make sure that it is on the pretty side. On the pretty side. And we're going to grab our little guys. And we're going to put them on here. They're so cute. Seriously. Too adorable. And we're going to glue them on. I think that's cute. Yes. There. Your whole body aches. Ugh. I just, yeah. Story of my life. Anyways. Oh, wait. You know what? One's different. Okay. I just noticed that. One's different. So we have to put him in the middle. All right. Here we go, friends. We're going to put him on here. I'm just going to glue it straight on. So, what have y'all done with your club? Have y'all received it yet? Today is the 12th. So, a lot of y'all should have started receiving it by now. If by the, by when? By the 20th. If you don't get it, you send me a message if you're in my club. And I typically either send you the form or I fill it out for y'all. It's just easier. And that way they can replace it and send you another one. So, there we go. I was thinking of putting some of the fluff inside of it, but I don't know how hard that would have been. Do you think it would have been hard at all? Okay, I'm just gluing them on there. No, just enough to make sure it sticks. Like I said, I'm not thinking of washing this. And I think after I'm done, I'll probably just like tear it off of it and then reuse my pillow. Because that is what I do. I reuse my pillows. There. There we go, my friends. I think it's coming out really cute. What do y'all think? Do y'all like this taffy color? There we go. You're not stuffing your bunnies. I was waiting for me to see. You want me to try to stuff one, friend? I can. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's just glue. Yeah, we can totally stuff them. I was thinking of stuffing them, hon. Do you know what? Go ahead. Look, we're already stuffing them, and they look great. There. They are too cute. Should we face them forward, or should we face them backwards? That way we can put a little tail on it, or a bunny, a little button. Oh, there we go. There. Thanks, Ms. Berta. Thanks for the encouragement. We are stuffing our bunnies. There we go. So, absolutely. Okay, so if you are going to stuff them, glue it all and then stuff them. But don't glue, just glue the outline. Don't glue the middle part of it. And then go around it and glue it. There we go. You did a great idea. Good job. I was thinking of stuffing them, but I'm like, oh, yeah, it might take too long. But you did great. So, there we go, girl. Oh. Let me glue this bottom part first. And then we're going to glue most of it and then stuff it. Oh, well. too much. Just enough to give it a little lump. Just a hump. There we go. Out Chihuahua. Hey, Miss Eddie. Thank you so much for sprinkling. Guys, if you guys a cherry, comment sprinkle. I appreciate it. And make sure y'all hit that heart button and that like button. Comment something. It helps my video. Show it to our friends, especially a lot of our friends that don't get our notifications anymore. I get a lot of messages that they don't get my stuff anymore. They don't see my stuff anymore. But unless you go looking for me or you don't really respond, it ain't going to show up. I only want to pop on. I'm only going to pop on to your feed if you're interested. Or if it's suggested, like, hey, you might like this. But yeah, friends. It's hard being out in the social media world. It's not easy at all. There we go. There. Okay, I'm going to stuff it in there. And I'm going to glue this corner right here. And I'm going to stuff it more. Should we put a bow or should we put a collar or something like on the bottom? On the collar, or should we put it on the top of the head? There we go. I am all about glue. Glue does wonders. There we go. There. Okay, friends. And I'm just going to kind of hold it together and press it down. Oh, how did you know? How do you notice if I'm on, Ms. Marge? How do y'all notice? Like, is it when you're scrolling and it'll say like live? How do most of y'all notice if I'm live? Are y'all not getting notifications? I think with the broadcast channel, you have to like renew it or update it like every couple of months. It's kind of silly. There. Oh, they look kind of cute. And can y'all see the 2D effect on them? Or 3D effect on them? All right, this one here, last one. Last one. All right, and we're going to start at the bottom, glue it down, glue it down, just the outline, friends. Okay. There we go. And then this side right here. Okay. And you glue most of it. And you leave enough to stuff it. There we go. So just start moving it around to where you want it to go. Don't push too hard, especially with glue, because it'll unglue. I get it after you had already been in for a while. Really? And on, if you have, okay, so I have two different types of notification. Broadcast from Facebook, which is like, should send you a message through through Facebook. And then I still have my mini chat. So with mini chat, I actually turn it on that I'm live before I even go live, just to give y'all like a heads up, like, hey, I'm going live. So I don't know, just so y'all can avoid that, like, hey, you've been live for a while. So I don't know what's going on. All right, friends, they're so cute. Look at our friends. Now we're gonna we can totally use the rope that it came with. And Do y'all want to put a little bunny butts on them? You can put a little, what's it called? If not, they're going to be facing forward. What are we doing? What are we doing? And where should we put? I think that's good. I think I'm going to do that. I think our middle one will be a boy with a little bow tie, and our girls will be on the edges. Maybe with a little, like with the one on each side. What do y'all think? Do y'all like that idea? Put that in here. Totally missed this last one right here. Okay, tie it up. So I'm just making a little bit of loops and then tying them to make my bow. Like a little messy bow. And it works perfect. Okay. And now we're just going to glue it here in his neck. And for the girls, we're going to put it on the head. That's too bright. Let's just continue going. I need to put a little bit more, just so I can kind of push down on them. Okay. Put that back on there. Get hot again. And we'll do just a simple one for the girls. There we go. Just like you're tying your shoe. Cute little bow. And we're going to put it at the top here. And then we'll do another one on the other side. And pull this out. And we'll do the same thing. And we're going to put it on this side up here like this. So that both have it on different sides of the ears. And our little filler will be in the center. Oh, that's cute. What do you think? About tracing the bunnies on some white fabric before I do that, so I can make another set of bunnies. You're smart, Ms. March. I'm glad I didn't use the last one. You are so smart. That's our little pillow. What do you think? Or does it need something else? I was thinking. I have to wait for this to like trigger and come on because it's taking forever. There we go. I want to add something else to it. I just need to figure out what I want to add to it. But in the meantime, I think they look really cute. Very simple. While I figure out what I want to put on it. What do y'all think? What do you think we should add? Because I was thinking of putting like the little flowers in between. But I don't have them bright like this. My flowers are not like this at all. So it would not match. Tiny carrots to pop out. Berta, that is so smart. I don't have carrots. I have little eggs, but they're not, unless I glue the eggs, well, I would have to cut them in half, but they're foam. I don't have any little eggs. Do I? I don't. Well, let me see. There goes my, let me see. I'm trying to see if I can find any. Anything that will work. I feel like it needs something else. I was thinking, well, maybe we can add like a little flower on the first thing I ordered from was a spring jelly bean kit. Still love it. Oh, Miss March, you're absolutely right. These are not. These will be on tomorrow's live sale. I got my order and I have 3 different colors for y'all. And I have a project with a top hat and a bunny. What do you think? No, those are not going to go on this. We're going to stick with our top hat. I don't know, friends. I feel like I need something. I just don't know. Oh, how about button flowers? How about a button flower? Beep, 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 beep. All right. Let me put this away. Do you think we can make a button flower? Let me put this in here. I want to look a little bit too, you're a bird and flower. I'm trying to figure out if that is what I want to do. You know, I did have carrot, but I think I sent them to y'all for Happy Mail. I did have carrot, buttons at one point in life. I did. But I think I sent them to my friends because I couldn't just keep them by myself. I had to share them. No, I don't have any Easter buttons. I wish I did. Like I said, I think I shared them, and I did not keep no Easter buttons. I sure didn't. I just have regular buttons. And I went to Hobby Lobby yesterday. Oh, that one's nice. How about blue? Oh, look, we have little pink one. I mean, little, how about this blue? Isn't that pretty blue? We have this one, this little flower one. And then we can probably, that's a little bit too bright. Let's see. We're going to figure it out. Let's, maybe it's too big. It looks kind of weird, huh? We need a small button. How about a little small button like that? Because that one, it looks too weird with all the buttons on the side, huh? I found 2 of them, like this. Oh, alright. I'm done. Unless we glue like unless we put a wood one, we can paint it and then put it with a green, with some of the green, I'm still figuring out, friends. Is this too big? Have we made a what's it called off of this? It might not. It might not be. Okay. Let me figure this out. We are gonna figure it out. Where is my... I'm always I'm always losing my needle. I have an idea. We're going to make a bow. We're going to make a flower out of our ribbon. That's what we're going to do. Let me turn that off for now. Oh, no, I don't want to. It kind of smells weird. All right, so if you have ribbon, here it goes. And you want to make a bow, you want to make a flower. This thread's a little bit too thick. Okay. I am going to thread. Oh my gosh, don't tell me this. Get in there. This is not the time for you to act up today. You're going to work great and you're going to work swiftly. Perfect. Okay, then we're going to grab our